we've mentioned that a layer 2 topological loop can be a bad thing. Why is that? And why is that not a bad thing for layer 3? Well, at layer 3, as represented by our layer 3 routers on screen, at layer 3, in the header of a layer 3 packet, we have a field called the TTL, or time to live field. And every time a packet goes through a router hop, that time to live field gets decremented by 1. And when it reaches 0, it's not going to be forwarded. For example, as we see this packet start to circulate around this network, let's say it starts out with a time to live value of a 2. When it goes through the first router, it's decremented to a 1, and then as it goes into the next router, it's decremented to a 0, and that router's not going to forward the packet out. That's a very different story when we have a layer 2 switch, because at layer 2, the switches do not have a time to live value. There is no TTL field, and if we get a frame that's just circulating endlessly through the network, as we see here on screen, that can cause something called a broadcast storm, for one thing, and devices attached to the network, they can literally slow down to a crawl, because the network interface cards in a PC, for example, they're so busy looking at all this traffic flooding the network that they don't have time to do the things that they need to do. Sometimes a mouse pointer on your screen will freeze up because your PC is so busy looking at those frames flooding the network. That's why a layer 2 topological loop can be a very negative thing. Let's take a closer look, though, at some specific symptoms that can result from a layer 2 topological loop.